Never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around.
Hello everyone, it's Brian, and welcome back to Skyrim Survival Legendary, the game where the cat has 9 lives. We are here in the Undercroft of Castle Volkihar, and we are gonna go find Valerica's secret lab, even though it's not really on the map, because they didn't provide a local map for some reason for this part of the castle. You may have noticed I've been away for a couple of weeks, and I'm about to be away for a couple of more. I'm gonna be going to Italy for a couple of weeks. But I wanted to get this little episode out on the way to show I'm still here and Kitty is still going, and then there will be exciting stuff coming back toward the end of January when I get back. Yay me, yay that. All right, so we have loosed some of these weird Castle Volkihar skeletons that are so much beefier than your regular skeleton. Ooh, that was an arrow going way up through the air. Somebody's up on a balcony. Yes, there you are. Cool room. Cool battle. Except that we're doing well for it. Yeah, there's one of the things about this DLC for, my character build is that it does force us to have a companion. Now, on the other hand, it's kind of nice in a run where we're kind of normally not using companion. It's good to have a little bit of forced companionage just to kind of add variety. And then Serana is actually, they did a lot of good work on her. Gave her a good script and stuff. So, so it's cool. But it does do two things, which is one, it makes battle sometimes kind of take forever because of the lack of the stealth bonus, and my DPS isn't very high when stealth is not in effect, and it also makes me get out of practice for when I don't have a big tanky Serana to do all the scary things for me. Okay, so those little Xy bloody knives are not supposed to be touched by me unless I want to take a bunch of damage. I'm trying to find a way through here that makes any sense. Oops. And as predicted, you can't seem to shoot these whatever they're called, gargoyles, until they wake themselves up, so you can't well, that was exciting. I guess that's Serana probably waking that thing up. So, gargoyle brute, but yeah, you can't, being able to see that there's a gargoyle there does you no good at all. You just have to wait until they do their scripted surprisey wake up, and then you try to not shoot Serana in the rear end while you take them out. Alright. So, no touchy, sharp, spiky things. And we continue our adventure deep in the Undercroft. So we've gone in the Undercroft, and see, we're kind of climbing toward...
We're getting close, I'm sure.
The other end of it. I guess actually we did the courtyard last time, so now we're actually in the castle, out of the Undercroft, and we are ascending to Valerica's lab. Valerica being Serana's long lost, these many thousands of years mom.
Who's there?
She's gone somewhere. We don't know where she's gone. Well, I kind of have an idea where she's gone, having played this once before. But We are nominally... Kitty doesn't know where she's gone. And we're gonna go... We're gonna go find her lab. See what she was doing. First we're gonna kill a pant load of skeletons. Do some lockiness. Getting well along in our Locky McLock face picking. Got my inventory all crotted up with crud, so dropped some unwanted items. And more lights lighting up. That has often been the symbol of a giant battle about to happen. But no battle so far. There is a weird little balcony with nobody on it. And a door to it. I bet we'll be able to go to it. It's probably a signal for treasure. Okay, so yes, sure enough, there is another of these bad boys. A gargoyle brute. We'll brute him off. Seeing if I could get back into stealth around the corner there, but no. He is determined to have seen me. Alright, but I'm still in stealth with respect to the other two red dots. That is good and fine. And so we will continue. Oop. It's a special armored skeleton guy.
No, you don't.
Pound him off. Arrow came from somewhere. Can't quite see me, which doesn't necessarily help me a huge amount. I keep hitting the wrong button and doing the arrow block thing there. That's my my Witcher 3 instincts kicking in, because I foolishly have been playing other games in between and getting my understanding of the control scheme, all my muscle memories all screwed up. Need my muscle memory back. Oops, I hear you up there. Little creaky skeleton bone noises. I like what skeletons sound like. See, the fact that there's that Serana one, they're going to keep making that sound. But I like the skeleton bone noises, the way they make them sound. I wonder what they did to make that sound. I remember one time when we were working on a Gettysburg game, and we needed to make sound of troops marching across the field, and we were on a cheap budget. This is back in the late 90s. We were on a pretty cheap budget, and so we went out in a field, and our sound guy recorded the sound of us jingling our keys and stuff to make all the equipment jangling noises. So sometimes Foley editing in the game industry has been done on a pretty low budget. So I always wonder when I hear a cool sound effect, what thing did they do to make that sound effect?
This won't end well for you.
I got no problems with skeletons being a little harder, having a kind of opportunity to level up in the DLC. It's just that they're so otherwise boring. They don't have any interesting abilities. Ooh, archery to 100. That's exciting. So they just make combat take a long time without actually adding too much to the threat of it, except when they put them with another interesting monster, or there's a bunch of them, and blah, blah, blah. But, given that I can't stealth them off, they make it a little slow. But we have a little thing to do here. I have saved a perk for just such an occasion, so that as we get to 100, we can get the 15% chance of paralyzing the target with a bullseye. Shoot them right in the eye. Okay, there's another gargoyle, which of course we have to walk up here probably to... Well, maybe he's not. Nothing there. It's just a balcony. Excuse me. Oh, it's got a thing behind it. Let's take bets on what's about to happen here. Sure enough, did you win the bet? It's a gargoyle brute again. And he's brutal. But he's Serana-ing, so we're just gonna pound him down. They do look cool. And the whole red, juicy vampire effect is pretty cool too. Makes for some good effects. I'll say that, Witcher 3, certainly has much higher tech graphics and stuff, but man, there is so much more good game system balance in Skyrim. It really still holds up as the best RPG system. It's tight. It's tight and it gives you options. Now, mind you, I'm a system game designer by background, so I'm always sort of predisposed toward gameplay with decisions in it, as opposed to the most beautiful possible thing at any given time. So that's me. Guy right at the top of the stairs here. Got our little stealth shot. All right, we're up to the gargoyle sentinels. I'm guessing that might be a bigger, meaner version of a brute. We're gonna pound him down again. Certain amount of pounding. Game of moving down the path and pounding down the monsters. Right. And that's Serana's little skeleton. I guess one thing about having the skeletons does mean that there's stuff for Serana to do. Alright, we've got a little door here, but we also have a gate. But that might just be a closet. Let's go see what's through the sideway. Library-ish room. Oh, ebony axe of nullifying. Well, it's valuable at least. Heavy. Okay, another gate. Okay, so this is sort of like a back way. Maybe this is like a, an advantageous way to do the battle. Taking out the guys from behind. They can't go that way. Alright, here's another friend. These seem to be the non-beefy form of skeleton. But there's plenty of them. I guess they were going to run at us from the side or the back or something if we went in the front way. And there's those guys, and there's stuff up there. Just a lot of stuff. Let's just start pounding them down. Okay. Looks like somewhere. There it is. I keep seeing Serana too. It's gone down there.
This won't end well for you.
We hit. I think I killed Serana's. Raised one. Fine, whatever. She'll raise another one. Alright. Guess we're gonna have to go down there. I guess it's down this little tube. Whoops. Thought I needed to open the door. Didn't need to open the door. It's already open. Alright. Nothing in here. Yes, I realize Serana's fighting against the skeleton. We'll get to her in a minute. Saw an arrow coming somewhere, so this must not be the only one. Oh, the other balcony. And
Done and done.
done and done, as Serana says. Done and done. Little cathedral of vampiredom. Alright, I guess I got to get up to that archway. That seems to be the way forward. We are continuing an ascent. Bet Serana's about to say, "We're getting close, I can feel it." Says that a few too many times. A few too many times. Okay. Little funny room with a boar's head on the wall, or wolf's head or something. Nothing here but some lit torchy things. Didn't hear them light myself, but they seem to go along with gargoyles. Ooh, gargoyles. And of course we can't actually shoot them. And it just made an exciting room sound. Look at all these gargoyles. And there's probably nothing for it but to go in here and have it do that on us.
What have you got?
Well, get back here. Just one regular gargoyle, fine. Or is it two? No, it's two. Not him. Two. Alright, you guys fight Serana. That. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, shoot, it's Gargoyle Sentinel. You go fight Serana. You go fight Serana. Not cooperating. We get to fight the hardest one. See, I've gotten out of my stealth practice. Not that it's easy to stay in stealth practice with a stupid companion. Alright, that's how big a hit is. That's how big 2 hits are. That's a lot of hits for how much our hits do to him. What are we gonna do? Come on. Alright, he's not very good at dodging around these tables, and I am, so that's good. We're gonna just do some table dodging. Get our arrow shooter back out. It's called a bow. An arrow shooter is called a bow. Nice. Someone invented a nice Anglo-Saxon word for it. We might as well use it. Oh, and he's gotten back onto Serana. Good, 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 good. Okay, well, I think I could have taken him with some table dancing. Kitty can table dance. But we will happily pare down the number of gargoyles, and now we have a nice tanked off Gargoyle Sentinel. So we will do our low amount of damage per arrow to him because we want to. When I have to sit here and just pound him in slowly, I feel like I might as well kind of double down on that and use my crappier arrows. So I'm using these elven arrows. Fully aware I have lots of better arrows around, but this is kind of a long slog through this castle, and I don't want to run out of decent arrows, and I want to have some of the good arrows around for if something, bad happens. Here's a nice comfy coffin.
We've reached the top yet. bet there's some kind of secret passage around here.
Well, that was a new message. It's probably unique to this room. So there is some thing. All right, we're too heavy, but this vampire royal armor, I mostly wanted to see if Serana wanted to wear it. And carry a few other pieces of expensive crud that we're holding.
Lead on.
I think she likes her cool costume better, and that's actually fine with me, because she's one of the cooler looking companions that we have been offered in the history of Bethesda games. Cooler and best voiced companions. Alright. So it's somewhere over here, I guess. Certainly the way the arrow tends to point. Something with a fireplace. Turn candlestick.
Leave it to my mother. Always smarter than I gave her credit for.
So that's why we need to be told there was a secret passageway, because that was harder than your average thing to find.
Close. I'm sure of it.
She was walking around like she was kind of about to make a formal statement of some kind, but no, she's just gonna sit in this chair for us. Fine.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
Ooh, that was the very important sound of something cool. Here we come. Okay, nothing big, but oh, I can see the destination quest marker. Here we must be. Yes. Looks familiar.
Look at this place. This has to be it. I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this. Look at all this. She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone.
Alchemy thing.
My mother was meticulous about her research. If we can find her notes, there might be some hints in there.
Locate her journal. So there is an alchemy lab if we want to use it in here. That could come in handy. Volkihar balcony. Oh, right. So this is the place where if you're not playing on whatever it's called, survival mode, then you can fast travel to and from that spot and make trips here, which sort of foreshadows to me that I'm going to get to walk all the way back to town the hard way through all those dungeons. That's exciting. Soul gem fragment. Just looking around, soul gem shards, picking up random stuff. Fire salt, garlic. Okay, we'll just take some good ingredients. Abyssinian longfin. Ooh, let's disenchanty McDisenchant face anything that's too heavy. Necklace of remedy. Well, I do want to know all the little spells. All right, so that's our disenchanting. Falmer ears, creep clusters, fire salts. Ooh, purified void salts. That might be cool for something. Lockpicks. Daedra hearts. Oh, alchemy 100. Archery and alchemy both at 100. And we're definitely never prestiging archery. I could sort of imagine prestiging alchemy, except that then I feel like I would very quickly run out of decent potions, even no matter how many hundreds I made. All right, here on the bookshelf, Valerica's journal. And maybe there's other stuff on the bookshelf too. Just look around. Guess nothing worth reading. We already found the alchemy book. All sorts of little
I had
conversational
no idea. She
gambits
had an
available
alchemy
here.
set up in her drawing room. But looking at the equipment and materials, it looked, I don't know, certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire. You did? Let me see them. I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems, that the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn. The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive... My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself. That circle in the center of the room is definite. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn. A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts.
Ah.
Damn it. We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying. Not bad.
Serana,
We better
always the
hope that's good
sharpest
enough.
knife in the drawer.
Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started. Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them.
Alright, so we've already found a bunch of that stuff. We need finely ground dragon bone. We need finely ground bone meal. It's fun to find a random dragon bone that's not part of a dragon. Alright, looks like we have all the other ingredients. Let's see if I can carry that dragon bone, because never know when you're gonna need a whole bunch of dragon bone arrows. We're gonna want it as soon as we get our smithing up to 100. Alright, so here's the portal vessel. Excellent. I think
Then
she
the
can
rest is up to
open the
me.
portal.
Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
Ooh. It might commit me to going in the soul cairn if
I'll be here.
I have
Don't take
her
too long now.
do that. I'm not sure if I can go in and get back out. I might not be able to get back out until I do some very long... It's a pretty big project going to soul cairn. And I can't do what I want to do, which is fast travel back to town, of course. You can see how much I really am dying to run through here. I keep stopping and thinking, is there any other way? Do I really have to walk all the way back to town? But it looks like we're going to have to walk all the way back to town. So we will engage some compress face. These are all the places we've just been through. We killed all the bad guys. Alright, and this should be back in the courtyard. Actually, okay, so that's the way through the Undercroft. But one thing I haven't checked out is, let's just, for a little break, let's just go in these little towers. And if it ends up being, I don't think I've ever been this way. If it ends up getting us to giant rooms full of the main vampire headquarters, then we're going back. We're not doing the main vampire quarters yet, but I'm happy with the idea that I'm get a little break from Serana, from having to have a companion. Now here we have a little of what we call environmental storytelling in the game industry. You know, there's like this skeleton up here crushed under the rock, and his little bag of gold is there all spilled out because he got crushed under the rock. There's endless jokes about environmental storytelling. It's usually somebody died in a toilet is the standard game industry meme. Alright, and I think there was another one of these. Apparently that one did not lead to vampire headquarters. It just led to a little side adventure, and good to get a little bit of stealth practice here. Need a little bit of food there. Ah, my very own beefy skeleton, but look how much more fun it is to hit him with surprise attacks and sneak attacks. We'll go over here in case he's got friends. Don't want him to discover us and cry out on us or something. Where'd he go? Boop. Alright, I just heard another skeleton-y sound. I'm not sure if that was him, his death noise, or... Oh, nope, there's somebody over there. Skeleton. Oh, I love having my surprise attacks all working again. Much less objection to these skeletons when I can sneak shot them. Oh, and paralyze them, because why not? There we go. Alright, we've got little things, a little door, some gold ingots. Seems like this is mostly general treasure, not quest treasure. Whoops, we've got a new friend. We made a new friend. Alright, now we get our chance to see if we can take a gargoyle sentinel by ourselves, and notice we're going to take it using stealth techniques. You know, like sniper rules, you know, one shot and then move. Want them to find your position. Shoot, move, shoot. Up on the balcony. Oh yeah. Sounds good. Bonk. Sneak attacks. Critical strikes. Look at him going. And alright, so now he's coming to our location, but we'll jump off. I want to bet on whether he comes out on that balcony. Yes, he does. Oops. Gargoyle Sentinel's clearly not the sharpest knives in the dungeon. Oh, look at that little balcony thing. Bet I was supposed to get to jump over to that. And we're going to have to Thoomy McThoom face it in classic Skyrim fashion. Find this chest. Well, that's a lot of disappointing stuff for having to do a Thoomy McThoom face puzzle, but that's okay. This is just general treasure, not special quest treasure. Fun little side adventures, but it's good to have a little break from forcible companion insertion. I guess that gargoyle isn't going to blow up in my face. Oh, little chest up here. That's sort of like the Bleak Falls Barrow chest. Takes you back to your beginnings. We have once again obtained a flawless ruby for some Daedra quest I'm not really doing. And here we are back in the Volkihar. The Vulcan Volkihar. Running through the Undercroft, and here we are in the beautiful outside, which is no longer all Frosty the Snowman on us. So now we can run over to the little boat. See if there's anything up this castle, but there's not. And we will cross back to regular Skyrim territory. And Horsey McHorseface! How you doing, Horsey? Been a while there. Let's see where we are. So, got this one little last quest, which I'm actually tempted to pop off here, kill. I don't even remember why we're killing Leader of Pine Moon Cave, but it's one I can do without a companion bolted to me. This is my special climbing up the mountains method with Horsey, because you know real horses do this all the time, right? Maybe I can't do it. Oh, or maybe I can. Yay. Alright, so Pine Moon Cave. Maybe I should put a little marker on it so that I can find it. And which way is Pine Moon Cave? There we go. Alright, guide me to Pine Moon Cave, horsey. Hopefully before it gets too cold outside. This thing is Volkihar. I think that's a scary place that we don't want to go, at least not yet. I think that's got one of those dragon priests that's pretty high level and you can get cool things. Well, we might do that later. That sounds fun, but it's not on our current questing agenda. I want to pop the DLC. Alright. So, somebody told us to go to Pine Moon Cave. So we're going there. And here we are. Let's get some... Let's see what our inventory situation is here, because we've overfilled again. And air is warm here. That is useful when we've gotten a little bit cold. Howling. Oh, I see a wolf. Okay. Oops, another wolf. Wolf! What we can do for a wolf even when they see us now. And that's fine. Unfortunately, didn't attract everybody else in the universe here. I have no idea why I'm picking up all these mushrooms. It's just feels good. It's part of exploring. Pick all the stuff up when you explore stuff. Might have to drop it later. It's fine. Just get stuff. Alright, so now I'm comfortable making little bone-kicking noises on the floor. Which way is the thing? All these scary things. Alright, maybe it's down this tunnel. Oop, there's somebody naughty. Not naughty anymore. Find out what she even was. Vampire fledgling. Alright, so we got some vampires, but apparently not Volkihar vampires, or they would have had death hounds probably instead of a wolf. Master vampire. So, medium hard, but look how much damage we can do to him in a shot with stealth. Alright, we're gonna open a little range here. Get back into our stealth techniques. We've got more Master Vampire. Doing well on him. Whoops! Except we got found. Oh, and he has a friend. He has a... Alright, go and Necklace of Grounding for 70% anti-lightning protection. That does a little bit better. Night Stalker. But they seem to have enough AI to switch to frost. Now we need some frost resistance too, but keeping our grounding on because lightning's worst. Okay, so that was a little bit embarrassing. We come out impaled by 2 ice spikes. Just a flesh wound. Alright. Let's just run through that one more time. Definitely need some vampire stealth practice. Where'd everybody go? Hopefully they just went back to their starting positions. is like standing in the light or something. Oh, here's this lady again. All right, so she's the whatever. The Night Stalker.
Is someone there?
Okay, let's try to suck her over to here with an arrow sound. Is she coming or not coming? There we go. Oh, missed her. Shoot. Alright, got her. Whoops, missed her.
I knew it.
And got detected. Great, 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 great. Darn it. Uh-oh. Aye! Flee, kitty, flee! Oh my goodness, we got impaled by 4 ice spikes. Yes, Kitty has grown fat and lazy. Fat and decadent. With all this companion having and Witcher 3 playing. Definitely gotta harden her back up here. Alright, I don't see the... I think that's the master vampire. Don't see the assistant. And this time only see 1 red dot. Okay, backing a good ways up here. There's he. All the irritating mist. Oh, there he is. Okay. Keeping track of where he is. Don't want to stand in the light. Fortunately, he's not healing so fast that I can't do a little bit of maneuvering. Okay, good. He's all the way down there, and I can stand in a nice dark place. Oh, we hit a paralysis thing. Of course, now he's kind of behind that edge, so a little hard to shoot him. Oh, this is our chance to really gnarl him. Got him. Okay, look at that. Oh, good, and we hit him again. Paralysis. We missed the slow-mo shot. There we go. All right, tell Sabile the vampire is dead. Whoever Sabile even was. Maybe she was back in Markarth. She might have been one of those Sabiles in Markarth, or somebody else. Whoever she was, it's Sabile. We'll tell her. As I kill the leader of the cave quest. And we've got... Still can't find the other vampire. Ooh, look at this. A nice allusion to 19. It's always helpful. Eventually I'll go to Winterhold and train myself in those things just to level up. Some resty McRest face on the bed, but now there's is someone there going on? Oh shoot, she's seen me again. Let's just get our equipment on for her. She's mostly a frost person. Oh, I did hit the paralysis on her, but I'm not doing a lot of damage. So I'm gonna, rather than slog it out, we're gonna do safety first. We're gonna go back in hiding while she's paralyzed. Briefly paralyzed. For some reason it won't put me back into stealth. There we are. Okay. Now, I realize I don't quote-unquote have to kill this Night Stalker, but I'm so embarrassed about the number of ice spikes she's put through me that I feel like I'm gonna do her. Yes, I'm standing right in the light. It's great how there's these little light things, and it makes you have to think about whether you want to stand in them or not, because they're right at the places where you kind of would normally want to stand. So it's good level design. That was a hard level, or harder than it was. Surprisingly harder for me than it maybe I expected it to be, or it should have been, one or the other, depending on your attitude. But we're back to Horsey, and we're ready for our town trip. So let us gallop off towards Solitude, because we're a little short on things like healing potions and probably just about everything else before we start our big journey deep into the Soul Cairn, which is very, very cool. Oh. That guy's still fighting that bear. I feel like it's been like a week of game time since we left. I mean, has that even been like 2 episodes ago that we didn't bother to fight this bear and said we'll let the guard fight it? That's hilarious. So it's like they saved this bear for us to fight. But I feel like if he's been fighting the bear for a week, we ought to go ahead and help a brother out. There we go. If one thing Kitty can do, it's kill bears. All right, but I am going on vacation to Italy, so I will see you in about 3 weeks. We will go into the Soul Cairn, and that will be here where the cat has 9 lives.